What is going on, guys? Callsign Rice here, back again for another video on Strike Entertainment. I know it's been a long time since I've been on this channel. I've been really busy with college, getting my sports done, keeping up my schoolwork. However, I am back finally on this channel. As you guys can see, I'm actually at home still. I just got back from college for the end of the semester. I am finishing out the rest of the semester at home, so that actually is really good news considering I'm going to be home and being able to play Airsoft. So I will be able to get you guys some new content and some new gameplay extremely soon. I'm going to be going to UBG this upcoming weekend on Saturday or Sunday to play at UBG. Now, if you can't already tell by the title, today's video is going to be some tips that Anthony and I have thought about for beginners getting into Airsoft for the first time. There's a good amount of tips that we thought up for this video, so make sure you stay till the end to make sure you get the full list of tips. So let's get into the first one. It is going to be spend as little money as possible when you first get into Airsoft. A lot of people, when they first start playing, go on Amazon, buy a tactical vest, a belt, a pistol, a rifle, a helmet, goggles, ear pro, the full kit when they're first getting out. And then they end up going out for their first game and they don't like Airsoft at all. So they spent a bunch of money on high-end gear, but they end up not liking the sport at all. If you look at the gear I have right now, I have a Glock 17 Gen 3. I have a Knight's Armament SR16. I have the full BDU kit. I have a Blackhawk Serpa level 3 holster. I have a full kitted out helmet with ear pro, battery packs, helmet covers, GoPros, and everything else that you can imagine. And I have not acquired all this gear in one time. It's taken me a long time to get all this gear for myself. So that's why I'm saying you guys should not spend a lot of money on your gear when you first start out going to Airsoft. For your first game, look up your local field, find out if they rent out guns to new players. If they do, go to that field, rent a rifle, ammo, eye protection, and maybe a good set of BDUs or just wear some dark clothing. After that first game, you'll get some exposure and you'll learn about Airsoft as a game and see if you even enjoy it or not. You may not end up liking the sport at all, but if you end up not liking the sport, it's a good thing because you didn't spend a bunch of money on a sport that you weren't going to continue. The second tip for first going out is don't be afraid to get hit. Airsoft BBs are small balls of plastic going at around average of 350 to 400 FPS. The way that I could describe getting hit by a BB is like getting snapped by a rubber band. It hurts for a couple seconds and then it goes away. If you aren't afraid to get hit by a BB, your playstyle and your gameplay will be a lot better. You won't be afraid to make moves and push up on the enemy. My third tip, like this video, is take tips from experienced players. They've been out on the field longer than you, they've been playing this game for a longer time, they've probably built up some knowledge about the game and how to execute it properly and be successful on the field. If someone comes up to you both on the field or in staging and want to give you some advice on how you're playing the game, take it from them. Their advice could be helpful or not helpful. Either way, it's good that they're trying to help a new player, as you obviously are, and it could improve your skills. The worst that could come out of it is it doesn't help you at all and you forget about it. Tip 4 is probably one of the most important tips in terms of enjoying yourself while playing Airsoft, is get a good, comfortable pair of footwear. Whether it's sneakers, boots, or any other type of hiking gear, make sure you get a good pair. I know a bunch of people that have gone out and gotten cheap pairs of boots or just worn bad tennis shoes. Get a good pair of boots. I highly suggest Timberlands. I have Timberlands myself. Good ankle support, they're comfortable. Also, Dr. Scholl's foot insoles are crucial to foot comfort during the game. I have 2 pairs of Dr. Scholl's in my boots and I'm out for more than 10 hours per day, almost up to 13, and I have no problem with my feet at all. No blisters and no discomfort. I highly recommend foot insoles. Tip 5 may seem obvious to a lot of players, however, to newer players, it may not come up in their mind. And that is knowing the rules of the field. So when you research your local field and you finally find one that you decide that you're going to go to, make sure you go on their website and navigate to the rule book. Knowing the rules will prevent you from getting into any unnecessary confrontations or arguments with other players that have been going there for a longer time. Knowing the rules ensures that both you and other players are going to have a good time without any arguments. Going off of the rules is hit calling. A lot of new players don't know the exact feeling of getting hit. They may not know the sound of getting hit as well. If you feel as if you were hit by something, even if it might have just been your gear bouncing off the wall, take the hit, call yourself out and walk back to respawn. This will ensure that you don't have an unnecessary argument with the player that could have shot you or even hit you. As you get more experience with the game and you play a lot more, you'll learn what being hit feels and sounds like. The next tip I cannot push enough, and that's getting in shape. Airsoft is a super physical sport. You're lugging around gear, you're lugging around a gun, you have a helmet on, you have eye pro, you're running around constantly, and you're going to be out of breath. Especially if you're playing in the summer, you're going to be hot, sweaty, and you're going to need water. So I highly suggest that you get in shape, go for a run, do some workouts, make sure you're prepared for the physical intensity of an outdoor field. Even an indoor field, you're going to be running around and sliding around, so make sure you're in good enough shape. The next tip is always listen to game briefing. I don't know how many times I've been approached by a newer player asking what game mode it is, how many respawns they have, where is respawn. Don't be that guy. I know a lot of you guys have seen the Don't Be That Guy videos on YouTube. Always listen to the game briefing. Know what game mode it is. That way, if you know all the rules and all the settings to the game, you'll be a more crucial player. You'll know what to do and how to do it. You also will be able to go out on your own and complete your own tasks. That way you don't have to rely on other people to tell you what to do because they listened to the game briefing, but you didn't. Tip 9 is extremely crucial for people purchasing their first gun. Now, let's say you already went out, you rented, and you enjoy the sport. So now you want to go and get your first airsoft gun. Go simple. Do not get a complicated weapon. I know so many people that went out and got G3s, LD5A2s, MP5Ks. Go generic. Go for an M4. An M4 may be the most common platform on the market right now, but the parts for M4s is something that you will never, ever have trouble finding. One player will always have a spare part for you, whether it's in store, out on the field, or online. You'll always be able to find replacement parts for your weapon. An M4 is extremely common and there's always parts laying around. You'll always be able to repair your gun in a quick amount of time. These next 4 or 5 tips involve each other. Make sure when you go to the airsoft field, you bring a dark change of clothes, preferably BDUs, or a dark sweatshirt, food, water, a change of clothes, a toolkit, and hand protection. With the dark pair of clothes, you want to make sure you fit in with your environment. If you're playing in a desert area, lighter clothes. Not neon, but light colors like tan or brown. If you're playing indoors, black is definitely preferred. As you can see right now, I'm in a black loadout. We're planning on going to an indoor field soon. That's why I'm in all black. A change of clothes. If you're playing in the summer, it gets hot, it gets sweaty, you're gonna get wet. Make sure you bring a change of clothes to change into after the field when you're driving home. I know Anthony and I, after we go to UBG, which is our sponsored field, we're always hot and sweaty. It's very musty where we go, and we always change into clothes after our games because we're always hot. Food and water is also crucial to make sure you stay alive during your airsoft games. You're going to be hungry and you're going to be thirsty because of how much you're moving around. Make sure you have food and water to snack on in between games to keep your endurance up. You always want to make sure you have a toolkit on your person as well. Having a toolkit ensures you're able to repair your gun if something malfunctions or breaks off. Electrical tape is one of the #1 things that I always keep in my bag because if an attachment falls off, I can just easily e-tape it on if a tech isn't available at the field. Hand protection is another extremely crucial part of airsoft. A lot of people I've known have gotten shot in the hands and it hurts. Getting shot on the knuckle or the nail is one of the most painful parts of getting shot. Getting a cheap pair of gloves at a hardware store or even an outdoorsing store is extremely helpful when playing airsoft. It protects your knuckles and your nails and ensures that you won't feel any pain if you do get shot in the hand. My next tip is interact with the community. There are a lot of websites online where you can interact with the airsoft community, share your thoughts about airsoft guns, gear, websites, etc. Some of those websites include Airsoft C3, r/airsoft on Reddit, and Facebook groups. The more that you interact with the airsoft community, the more you'll learn about the sport. You'll get tips about gear and tips about gameplay. My last tip for this video is have fun. You're all out there to play a game, and you're all basically out there playing toy guns with a bunch of grown men that like to dress up. This isn't serious, you're not playing for money, it's a small pickup game with a bunch of random people at a field. Have fun and don't take it too seriously. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you got some good tips out of this video. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys got some helpful tips out of this video. I want to quickly thank UBG Airsoft for sponsoring Anthony and I in our airsoft career. If you guys are ever in the Massachusetts area, make sure you check out UBG Airsoft in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. They have a great pro shop and a great field. The staff is welcoming and it's always a great time playing there. We'll leave the link to the website down below in the description. Make sure you guys go check them out and send them some love. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.